Hello beautiful people, welcome back to the mat, welcome back to Intuitive Moves. My name's Lana and I'll be guiding you through today's flow. So let's get started in a seated position today. Finding a nice comfortable seat, whatever that looks like for you today. Maybe your legs are crossed, maybe you're sitting on a cushion or a block, maybe your legs are out long. However is comfortable for you. Let's take 2 big shoulder rolls to land. Shoulders come up to the ears, press them all the way back and down. One more just like that. Shoulders come all the way up, back and down. Let's let our hands rest on our knees. We'll turn the palms up, pointer finger and thumb together to find a little bit of an energy lock, and let's close down the eyes or soften the gaze. Starting to bring your awareness inward. Maybe you lengthen the exhale. Start to calm the nervous system. Just allowing yourself to land on your mat, giving yourself permission to prioritize you, your breath, your movement, just for the next little while as we make our way through our practice. Let's take a moment to check in with ourselves, noticing how you've arrived on your mat today. Any stresses that might be going on in your personal life, any worries. Maybe noticing how you're feeling physically, your muscles, your bones, your joints, organs. And if there is anything that you can pop off to the side for our practice, see if you can let it go in the space of your mind, like you're letting it go in the wind. Just bringing your awareness back inward. Let's bring this awareness to the breath. And in a moment, we'll explore our full yogic breath where we inhale from the bottom to the top of the lungs and then exhale from the top to the bottom. Wherever you are in your breath cycle, gently releasing all the air. Let's take a big inhale, filling your belly, followed by your ribs. Lastly, your chest. Exhale, chest falls. Ribs hug in. Belly button draws to spine. Inhale, belly rises. Ribs expand. Collarbones lift. Exhale, collarbones fall. Ribs hug in. Belly button draws to spine. Inhale, belly. Ribs. Chest. Exhale, chest. Ribs. Belly. And keep this going at your own pace. Matching your inhales with your exhales, filling your lungs from the bottom to the top and exhaling from the top to the bottom. Maybe you'd like to take this next moment to set yourself an intention for our practice. Maybe an energy you'd like to bring, a feeling you would like to create. Whatever your intention, just let it guide you through our practice today. When you're ready, gently blinking open your eyes. Let's bring our hands behind us. Release the feet, windshield wipers knocking the knees side to side. Maybe you find a gentle stretch each side. Next time you go over to the side, let's take that back hand all the way around. Tap the back hand and back to the front. Let's change sides all the way around and back to the front. Let's do 2 more, 1 more each side. And last one. Let's make our way back to center. We'll cross the ankles to make our way into a 4-point kneeling. Our shoulders are directly over wrists, hips over knees. Cat-cows, drop the belly, open out the chest, look to the sky. Exhale to round out through the spine, look to your belly button. Inhale to drop the belly, open out the chest. And exhale to round out through the spine. Keep this going at your own pace. As always, you're more than welcome to explore some intuitive movement, maybe bringing that chest down and around, maybe wagging the tail. Maybe you rock your weight forward, back, maybe in a figure of 8, whatever feels nice in your body. Maybe you close down the eyes, try to let go of what you think it should look like. Just feel into whatever feels nice today. Let's explore for another 3 breaths. And on your next exhale, making your way back to center. Let's extend the right leg long. Press into your heel to find a nice calf stretch here. 2 options. Option to hold the stretch or option to gently bounce that stretch. Only 2 more breaths here. And exhale to change sides. Right knee goes down, left leg goes long. Press into the heel. And gently releasing both knees down to the ground. Let's tuck the toes, send the hips to the sky. Downward facing dog. We'll pedal at the feet here, bending one knee at a time, straightening through the backs of each leg, enjoying a nice stretch. Maybe you pulse the chest towards the thighs, starting to activate through the hands, so squishing any space between your palm and the mat. And on your next exhale, let's press both heels down to the ground. Take your eye gaze to your fingers. Let's rock forward to a high plank. This time we'll press back, bend the knees to a floating froggy, and exhale to come back over the hands. Inhale to press back. Exhale, high plank. Let's do 2 more. Inhale, press back. Exhale, high plank. Last one. Inhale, press back. Exhale, high plank and hold. Walk the feet to the outside of your hands. Ragdoll, bend the knees, rest your belly on your thighs. Let the head hang loose and hold on to opposite elbows. Maybe you find a gentle sway here. With each exhale, seeing if you can let the shoulders drop away from the body. Imagine you're creating more space between each vertebrae here, decompressing through the spine. Another 2 breaths. One more inhale. Exhale, release your hands to the floor. Let's tuck the pelvis, roll up through each vertebrae all the way to stand. We'll take 2 shoulder rolls at the top. Shoulders come up, back, and down. Last one, shoulders come up, back, and down. Let's walk the feet nice and wide on your mat. Knees and toes space out slightly. Left hand to your thigh, right hand to the sky. Send the hips backwards as we lower that left hand down your leg. Maybe you stop at your knee. Maybe you come all the way down to the ground. Inhale to come all the way up, tall mountain. Let's change sides. Our right hand goes down, all the way down to the knee, maybe the ankle, hips go back. Can you take your eye gaze high? Inhale to come all the way back up. Let's do that one more time. This time, can you keep your eye gaze to the top hand? Exhale to come up. Last time, inhale to lower. And exhale to stand tall. Both hands together. Let's heel toe those feet back underneath the hips. Inhale to reach tall, look to your thumbs, squeeze your bum. Think of lifting up and over with the chest for a little baby back bend. One more inhale here. And exhale, forward fold, let it all go. Inhale, halfway lift, straight spine. Exhale, hands to the floor. Let's step back to a high plank. Shift your weight forwards. Let's lower down to the belly for a count of 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax down, baby cobra. Roll the shoulders back. Lift the head and chest nice and active all the way down to the toes. Squeeze the elbows, shoulder blades to hip bones. One more inhale. Exhale to relax. Let's press up into cobra. Keeping the thighs on the ground this time. Shoulders are away from ears. Take a big inhale. Exhale, take your eye gaze over the right shoulder. One more inhale. Exhale to change sides all the way over to the second side. Let's do that one more time, all the way up and over to the first side. And all the way up and over to the second side. One more inhale here. Exhale to come back to center, lower all the way back down to your mat. Upward facing dog, let's press into the hands again, this time lifting the thighs up off the ground. Squeeze your bum all the way down to your toes, so we're still active, we're not dumping into the lower back. Let's stay for another inhale here, shoulders away from ears, and exhale to relax back down. Tuck the toes, press back onto your knees, hips to the sky. Downward facing dog. Let's find 2 breaths here. One more inhale, and hold for the exhale. Inhale to rise up on your toes, big juicy bend in your knees. Exhale, step or float to the front of your mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, straight spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, tall mountain, reach the hands all the way to the sky. And exhale, hands to your heart, Samasthiti. Let's start to flow Surya A, 2 rounds. Inhale to reach tall. Exhale, fold, let it go. Inhale, halfway lift, straight spine. Exhale, hands to the floor, step back. High to low plank, chaturanga. On your inhale, your back bend, baby cobra, maybe upward facing dog. And exhale, hips to the sky. Downward facing dog, 2 breaths here. One more inhale. Hold for the exhale. Inhale to rise up on the toes, big bend. Exhale, step or float, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, straight spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, tall mountain, reach the hands high. And exhale, hands to your heart. Last time through, enjoy the flow. Inhale to reach tall, like a moving meditation. Exhale, fold. With your breath, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the floor, step it back, high to low plank. On your inhale, your back bend. And exhale, hips to the sky. Downward facing dog. Let's find 2 breaths here. One more big inhale. And hold for the exhale. Let's bring our big toes together at the back of the mat. Inhale, right leg to the sky, 3-leg dog. Let's bend the knee, open out the hip, and find some gentle hip circles all the way around, making them as big as you can. Let's change direction the other way. One last inhale here. Next time the knee is to the sky, keep it there. Hold for the inhale. Exhale, step that right foot to your right pinky. Easy twist, our left hand stays down, right hand goes high. Really think of pressing away from that left shoulder joint here. Regain your breath, 2 breaths. One more inhale. And exhale, let's drop that back heel down to the ground. Top hand sweeps all the way down and up. Warrior 2, sinking nice and deep into that front leg. So our right knee is actively pressing over towards the right. Our shoulders are over hips, and that eye gaze, our dristi, is over the front middle finger. Let's hug those heels together. Find that strength. Stay strong through your bum, through your core, through your breath. One more inhale. Holding for the exhale. Inhale to reach forward, flip your palm, and exhale to reverse the warrior. Keep that nice big bend in the front leg. 2 breaths. One more inhale. Exhale, your upper body stays where it is. Let's straighten the front leg. Reverse triangle. We'll wiggle those front toes to face the side of the mat. Complete the circle with your upper body, wide leg forward fold. So we're working towards a tripod headstand prep here. So we'll bring our fingertips in the same line as the toes. Take a big inhale and exhale to draw the crown of your head nice and close to the floor. With each exhale, maybe you pull that little bit deeper. If you have tripod headstand in your practice, maybe you'd like to explore it. We're here for 2 more breaths. You'll have another opportunity on the other side. One more inhale. Exhale to release the hands. Let's walk our hands all the way to the left-hand side of the mat. Our left toes wiggle to face out. Skandasana. Bend into the left leg, straighten the right leg. Come as low as you would like. Maybe you come all the way down. Maybe you stay more upright. Your choice. Hands come to the heart to start with. We'll take a big inhale. Exhale, reach both hands over to the left-hand side. Our right hand reaches towards that left and we pull back. So think of the hips pulling back towards the ground, finding a nice stretch through the hips. We have 2 more breaths. One more inhale here. Exhale, staying nice and low. Let's change sides, walking all the way over to the right. We bend into the right leg, straighten the left leg. Hands to the heart, chest is nice and proud. Hold for the inhale and exhale. Both hands reach over to the right. Left stacks on top of right and we pull back with the hips. 2 breaths here. One more inhale. Exhale, rotate to face the front of your mat. Find your balance, and when you're ready, lift your hands to the sky, high crescent lunge. Sinking nice and deep into that front leg. Rise up on your back toes. Hug the belly button in. Come back to your breath. Let's stay for another inhale. Exhale, left hand forward, right hand back. Maybe your eye gaze goes to your back hand. Option to stay here, option to reverse, taking that left hand high. One more inhale. Exhale, look forward, reach forward. Hug the left knee in towards your chest. We're going to stand tall into a stork pose. So nice and intentional with the balance, squeeze your belly. Let's stand tall, reach the hands to the sky. Left knee comes into your chest. It's okay if that toe touches down, it's just yoga. Option 1, right hand to your knee. Option 2, right fingertips to your right big toe, and our left hand extends behind us. Option 1, we look forward. Option 2, change your eye gaze to look backwards. Fight for that balance. Squeeze your knee into your thigh, squeeze your bum, squeeze your core. One more inhale. Exhale to look forward. Can we change sides? Left hand to the left foot, right hand reaches back. Find that drishti, find the focus. Can you change your eye gaze to look back? Whoop. One more inhale. Exhale, look forward. Can you keep that knee up? Let's reach both hands back to the sky. One more big inhale. Exhale, massive step backwards. High crescent lunge. Let's regain the breath here. One more big inhale. Exhale, both hands to the floor. Let's step that right leg back. Option for 3-leg chaturanga, high to low plank. On your inhale, your back bend. And exhale, hips to the sky. Downward facing dog. 2 breaths here. Let's bring our left leg to the sky. Bend the knee, open out the hip. Let's find those hip circles. One way, opening out as big as you can. Active through the hands. Let's change directions. Next time the knee is to the sky, keep it there. Let's stay for a big inhale. Exhale, step the left foot to the left pinky, right hand stays down. Easy twist, reach that left hand high. Think of pulling away from that underneath shoulder. Find your breath. 2 breaths. One more inhale. Exhale, drop your back heel down to the ground. Top hand sweeps down and up. Warrior 2, adjust your feet if you need to. Nice big bend in the left leg. Shoulders over hips. Find the drishti in the distance. 2 breaths. Inhale to reach forward, flip the palm. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Eye gaze goes to the sky. Nice big bend in that left leg. Let's keep the upper body where it is. Straighten your front leg, reverse triangle. Our left toes face the side of the mat. Complete the circle with your upper body. Wide leg forward fold. Fingertips are in the same line as the toes. Take a big inhale. Exhale, let's bring the crown of the head down to the floor. Tripod headstand preparation, or if it's in your practice, maybe you'd like to explore it. With each exhale, can you pull yourself a little bit deeper? One more inhale. And exhale to release the hands. Let's wiggle the right toes towards the back of the mat. We'll bend into the right knee, straighten the left. Skandasana one more time. Let's bring the hands to the heart to prep. Exhale, reach them over to the right. Left stacks on top of right. Hug those hips backwards. 2 breaths. One last inhale here. Exhale like a spider. Stay nice and low. Let's change sides all the way over to the left. Straighten the right. Left hand reaches. Right hand on top. Pull those hips backwards. 2 breaths. One last inhale here. Exhale, look to the front of the mat. Rotate to face the front of the mat. Once you've got your balance, high crescent lunge. Reach the hands to the sky. Sinking nice and deep into that left leg. Rise up on the back toes. Right hand forward, left hand back. Twisted lunge. Maybe the eye gaze follows that back hand. Option 1, stay here. Option 2, reverse it. Taking another inhale. Exhale, look forward, reach forward. Right knee comes into the chest for our preparation. When you're ready, let's stand tall. Right knee comes into the chest this time. Option 1, left hand to your knee. Option 2, left hand to your big toe. Our right hand reaches towards the back. Can you take your eye gaze to the back? Stay for the inhale. Exhale, look forward. Can you change hands to your knee or to your toe? Left hand sweeps all the way open. Maybe you change your eye gaze. One more inhale. Exhale to come back to the front. Keep that knee high. Lift the hands high. Hold for the inhale. Exhale, big, huge step back. High crescent lunge. Let's find that breath here. One last inhale. And exhale, both hands to the floor. Left leg goes to the sky. Maybe 3-leg chaturanga, high to low plank. On your inhale, your back bend. And exhale, hips to the sky. Downward facing dog. 2 breaths here. We'll finish off our sequence with one last round of Surya A. Inhale to rise up on the toes, big bend. Exhale, step or float, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, straight spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, tall mountain, reach the hands all the way high. And exhale, hands to your heart, Samasthiti. Let's flow back down. Inhale to reach. Exhale, fold, let it go. Inhale, halfway lift, straight spine. Exhale, hands to the floor, step it back. High to low plank, chaturanga. Inhale, your back bend. And exhale, hips to the sky. Downward facing dog. 2 breaths. One last inhale. Exhale, let's bring the knees nice and wide, child's pose, sink the heels down towards the hips. Come back to your breath. Feeling your ribs expand nice and wide on the inhale. And exhale as the belly button draws in. 2 more, just like that. One last inhale. And hold for the exhale. Let's gently press ourselves up to a seat. We'll find a double pigeon, I think they're called. We'll bring our right leg over the left, so our right ankle on the outside of our left knee, and we press that right knee all the way down to the bottom ankle. Now, some people might be up here, some people might be all the way down here. Everyone is completely different, but what we're looking for is a stretch in the outside of the top leg, so the right leg. If you're quite low here and it's feeling okay, maybe you bring that weight forward. Maybe the fingertips meet the ground, maybe the elbows meet the ground. Wherever you are is perfect, as long as you're feeling that stretch. Once you've found that stretch, let's find some stillness, slow down the breath, big exhales. We're here for 5 more breaths. One last inhale here. And exhale, let's change sides. Just rock yourself back. Left ankle on top of right, this time on the outside of the knee. Exhale to press the left knee down. Each side will be completely different. Again, you might be up here, you might be all the way down. If you're feeling that stretch in the left, amazing. If you want more, bring the chest further down. Wherever you are, let's slow down the breath. 5 breaths. Last inhale. Exhale as you gently release. Let's extend both legs to the front of the mat. We'll take that left leg, cross it over the right, reach the right hand to the sky, left hand behind, and exhale to find a seated twist. Sitting up nice and tall with each exhale, maybe you come that little bit deeper. We're only here for 2 breaths. And exhale to gently release. Let's change legs. So our right crosses over left, left reaches high, right is behind. Take a big inhale and exhale to find your twist. 2 breaths. And on your exhale, let's gently release. We'll have a lie down on our mat. Finding our way to our final resting pose, Shavasana. Maybe you go for a traditional one with your arms and legs out wide, or maybe you'd like to bring your feet nice and wide, let the knees knock together. Option for your hands to be out beside you, option for one on your heart, one on your belly. And let's just take one more moment of stillness, of silence, before we come out of our practice. Maybe taking this moment to reflect on your practice. Was there anything you learned about yourself, yoga? Maybe coming back to that intention. How can you adapt it to take it with you for the rest of the day, maybe the week? Shavasana. When you're ready to come out, slowly making some movements Maybe finding a nice big full body stretch. And over the next 3 breaths, let's slowly make our way to a seat. We'll meet with our eyes closed or gaze softened, and we'll take one last cleansing breath before we end our practice. Inhale to take your hands up over your head. Sigh it out. Hands come down to your heart space. Allow your head to bow to your fingertips. Thank you all so much for choosing to flow with me today. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you enjoyed moving your bodies intuitively and honoring this ancient practice of yoga. Namaste. Thanks, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. Any comments, any feedback, leave them below, and I'll see you next time on the mat.